Thank you, Christina. Wow, we just saw a great demo from Dan and Burke. Tomomi, what do you think?
Yeah, that was pretty cool. And it tells us a lot of possibilities with Teams platform. I hope that makes you want to build some apps too. Yes, I'm talking to you who are watching this right now. And thank you so much for tuning in. So, how are you all doing? I hope you've been enjoying this event so far. And we have light learners here to learn together with us. So, Chloe, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm learning so much. I already use Teams, and now I know I can build stuff on top of that.
Ooh, how about Anthony?
I love the demo. It was awesome. I'm looking forward to learning more.
Nice, nice. All right, cool. So, in this segment, we're gonna show you the developer platform capabilities and tools. Now, my name is Tomomi, and I'm a cloud advocate here in San Francisco. And
Hi, I'm Ayca, and I'm Cloud Advocate too, based in Dubai. Where are you all watching from? We have Lisa, Daniela, Luis.
Needed in this space. And
Hi, I'm Lisa and I'm watching from Redmond, Washington.
Hi, I am Daniela and I'm watching from Peru.
Hi, I am Louise and I'm watching from Germany.
Awesome.
nice.
So, shall we get started? Tomomi, I know that you were working on a series of Teams developer tutorials for beginners. I think you should be the best person to summarize what Teams developer platform lets you do.
All right, yeah. Let's see. You can send messages, which also trigger notifications. This message can be in a rich format, like task modules and cards with inputs and buttons. And you can extend the Teams feature like search commands. Or you can use a full screen canvas to embed your web app.
That's neat. By the way, do you remember we were discussing a long time ago how nice could it be building apps for meetings? Seems like it's available now.
Yeah, you can build in-meeting apps too, and the feature is currently in preview. So it will be really exciting to see more apps on meetings.
Yes, it will be awesome for sure. What about Teams developer platform capabilities? What kind of apps can we create with all these great features?
All right, so we've got tabs for the full screen experience, bots for conversational tasks, and a messaging extension to let users invoke commands from UI. It also supports incoming and outgoing webhooks, so you can make Teams to interact with the third-party apps and services. Okay, let me walk on the key capabilities with my drawings. So the first one is tabs, where you can display information in visual interface. So you can see there are tabs on top, and you can add your own custom tabs here too. And clicking one of those, it displays a full screen view.
By the way, we use these custom clock app in our team too. That's awesome. And our teammate Bob made it. It's quite useful in our team, especially.
Yeah, so the team clock is a good example. We can view everybody's time zones and the current day and time. It's useful because we are a globally distributed team. Yay. And some business analysis too. You might want to create a cool data visualization like this. The basically taps a web app embedded in an iframe in Teams client.
It would be nice to have dark mode too. I'm a dark mode person.
Yeah, so Teams SDK does support dark mode and high contrast mode, so you should definitely add the feature to your app. Tabs are great, especially for web developers. You can use your favorite frameworks like React or Vue, or even no frameworks at all. Just use that with Teams SDK to bind your web app to Teams.
Yeah, so your tab is a web app. You developers can also debug your web apps with browser dev tools, just like how you usually inspect your web app in Edge or Chrome, however you like.
That's right. Another capability I want to show here is bots. So bots can have a conversational interface between a user and a bot. Let's say a user says something like, hey, bot. and the bot replies, maybe greet back and say hello.
Hey.
The user can make a command to the bot. Let's say, make me a sandwich.
Can bots really do that?
Not really. Maybe not making a physical food, but can generate an order. So I order a pizza for you. And you can display some images or UI components here too. And maybe this pizza scenario is not so realistic, but you can create all kinds of automation in this conversational UI. So bots are totally different from tabs in nature. So you need a different set of technologies. We offer a bot frameworks, which is a powerful platform to build chatbots for web, mobile, and other platforms, including Skype, also third-party platforms like Twilio, Slack, and so on. And you can use a team-specific handler to create a conversational UX for teams.
Also, you can make your bot smarter with cognitive services such as language understanding or Q&A maker, power of AI.
Yeah, AI is super cool. And also you can leverage Microsoft Graph API, which allows you to get in Teams and user data such as, well, user presence. Or you can combine with the newly released Graph to-do skills on bot framework, so bots can remind users to do something. Well, Rabia and Bob will talk more about Graph later, so stay tuned. Yeah, next one is messaging extensions. And this feature comes with two different types, search and action, and I'll explain search commands first. The command can be invoked by a user from two places, and one of them is a search box right here. Let's say Stocks app is already installed, where anybody can look up that ticker symbol like MSFT, then enter, and the result shows up in the dropdown here. Microsoft and 300. Yeah, I hope.
That's very optimistic.
Yeah. Another place to invoke the app is the compose area. So by clicking the app icon here, you get the pop over and you get the same app. And you can enter a query. FD. Yeah, then get the result right here too. Yay. The difference is that the result can be shared to the team. So you can press that button to post a message. And then that can be, displayed in message view right there.
So this one must be different. It is action command, right? Not search.
Yep, so that's messaging, extension, and that's action commands. So this command is invoked by a user from any one of these messages. Now, when a user hover a message, I get the little menu with emoji and all those things. So click the last one, ... that gives you a drop-down menu. Then click more actions right there. That gives another drop-down menu. And which, there is names of apps that use that feature. So click one of those that makes some actions. Something like generating a report or something. And then, yes, the result can be sent as a reply in the thread of the original message if you want. So to build these features, the tech stack is actually same as bots. They're just different presentations and interactions.
Yes, and also Microsoft offers the open source adaptive cards. You can create UI snippets for web and mobile, and you can also use it with Teams app development too. Stay tuned for the next sessions to learn more about adaptive cards and Graph API. So it's always the next question when we get so excited about the technology, right? Where to get started, what to install.
All right. Yeah, so it's better to mention the Teams dev tools. To begin your new project, you can use a command line tool or Teams toolkit. That both gives you an app scaffolding. We also use App Studio to create an app manifest and let you install and distribute your app. You probably want to use Ngrok for localhost tunneling during the development. But once you finish, you will need to deploy your app to, well, let's say, the Azure.
Well, so you actually described very well. We have two different great tools. Developers can use any of them depending on their preference.
Oh, yes. For example, your team generator is for developers who prefer to create apps with TypeScript. If you like CLI development, your Teams could be the good choice for you.
Exactly, nice one. On the other hand, Microsoft Teams Toolkit is for developers who prefer to build Teams apps directly within Visual Studio or Visual Studio Code. It's a new evolving extension. If you prefer visual guidance, Toolkit might be your choice. You can check the related links if you want to learn more about these tools, and let's try to build apps using both of the options. What do you say?
All right, so what are you going to build with these tools, Ayca?
I'll create a tab using your Teams and a bot using Teams Toolkit. So we will get a chance to see both of the tools as well as both type of applications. So let's get started. I'll create a folder and call it Teams tab. Then I'll open it in Windows Terminal. I will type your Teams. I already installed the tool, so it should work. I'll choose the default name Teams tab. I'll create a subfolder for my solution. Then I'll choose the default tab Teams tab and default company name Contoso. Let's go for the latest stable version 1.8. Then I'll skip the partner ID part. Feature of the Teams app can be any of the following, but for this demo, I'm just going to create a tab. Then I'll go for the default host name. You can change any of the following settings later, but for now, I'm just going to say no to loading indicator, header bar, test framework, or application insights. You can add all of them later. So default name will be Teams tab. Then I'm going to choose personal static as a type, and I'm going to skip this, no. Then this will create my project. Once it's done, I'm just going to type code dots and I'll open my project in Visual Studio Code. There we go, code dot. Yay, so this is my project. All tabs are actually web apps, so this one is in TypeScript. Let's quickly run our tab. I'll open my terminal here and I'll go in my project folder, cd Teams tab. Then I'm just going to run gulp ngrok serve. So now Ngrok is tunneling my localhost 3007. Let's just test our tab on Teams. I'll quickly go to Teams and I will sign in with my demo tenant.
All right, so let's highlight here. So developers can get a free tenants from M365 Developer Program. It's a free program and great for testing and debugging.
Definitely, I'm using one of those right now. So, okay, to test my tab, I will go and click three dots on the left-hand side menu. And I'm just going to choose more apps on the bottom. I'll scroll down on the left-hand side and choose upload a custom app for me and my teams. Under my project folder, there's a package folder. I'll choose this zip file and open it. On Teams, I'll edit. And yep, there we go. Our tab is now running on Teams.
Yay!
It's done with your Teams. Shall we move forward with Teams Toolkit?
All right, but Ayca, before you start, where can we get that toolkit?
Developers can get Toolkit extension in Visual Studio Code under Extensions part. Once it's installed, Teams icon will appear on the left-hand side menu. I'll just go ahead and click on it. Then I'll create a new Teams app.
Ah,
So to continue, I need to sign in so that when I create an app, it will automatically be added in my Teams App Studio. I will allow signing in. Then I'll be directed to capabilities. I'm going to choose bot and next. Then I'll give it a name, any name you like. And after that, I'll create a new bot registration under bot framework. Once it's done, I will have bot ID, password, and registered under bot framework. I'm just going to finish it. I need to create a folder under my desktop for my project. There we go. Our bot project is created. After this point, it's all about following the README guidance. There we go. So first step is just checking dependencies if we have Node.js, Ngrok, or Enter65 developer account. And the next step is setting up Ngrok. Before we move forward, Tomomi, would you like to explain why do we use Ngrok at all?
sure. Because Microsoft Teams is an entirely cloud-based, it requires all services to be publicly available using HTTPS endpoints. So to make your app work with Teams, you need to either deploy your app to the cloud server or create a local running instance that is externally accessible. So we can do that with Ngrok, which creates an URL for a port that opens locally.
Yes, definitely. Thanks, Tomomi. And now I'll show you how to work with Ngrok. Let's continue with our steps. I'm just going to copy this line and open my Ngrok. I already installed, so I'm just going to paste the script. Enter. Okay, so my Ngrok is tunneling 3978. I'm just going to copy this URL, and after that, let's move forward. Next step is updating bot framework messaging endpoint. I'll click on bot section here. Then I'll allow signing in. After that, under existing bot registrations, I'll find out our bots. And if we scroll down on the right side, we will see bot endpoint address. I'm just going to copy my Ngrok URL /API/messages. On the right side, once we see the green tick, that means we're done. Let's turn back to our documentation for the final step. Our final step is just build and run. I'm just going to type npm install first. And npm starts. Awesome. Our project is running on localhost 3978, which we're tunneling. Let's go to Teams and test our bots. I will sign in with my demo tenant again. There we go. I'll go to 3 dots on the left-hand side and I'll choose App Studio. This is my App Studio. I'll go under Manifest Editor and here we go. This is my bot. I created already. I'll click on it. And you can see all of your bot details under app details. And if you scroll down on the left side, you will see bot endpoint URL and also bot ID and password. To test this, if you scroll down on the left, just click on test and distribute, install and add. this will direct us to our bot. Yeah, there we go. So I'm just going to type hello. And bot replies me, hi, my name. Then I will try something else. Hi there. And it just pops up an adaptive card with a button. Let's click. And it's again, hi, my name. So congratulations, our bot we built using Teams Toolkit is working on Teams too.
Wow, that was great. Now you know what you can do with Teams platform and which tools to use to build apps.
Are you all ready to build some amazing apps? We hope so. Stay tuned for the next sessions to learn more. Bye,
Right.
learners.
Bye. So thank you so much for watching. And back to you, Christina.